fish is running. And there we go. Oh yeah. We're into a big fish. We're into a big conger. I don't really know what to say to you other than welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the beautiful Chesil Beach in Dorset, the home, or the natural home, of the Shore Hunter YouTube channel. After 6 weeks of storms, rain and wind, I am back. I am here fishing Chesil Beach. Look at it. Let's take a minute. So welcome back. It's been ages. And I very often get people message and say, why aren't you back on Chesil? Why don't you go to Chesil anymore? Why don't you go to Chesil? It's like, hang on. It's been unfishable for probably 6 weeks, apart from Boxing Day. And I just couldn't get down. Boxing Day, I do stuff like most of us with the family, and I'm not rushing down for a 6-hour break in the weather. Look at that little swell. That's where you don't want to get a fish, in there. The washing machine. That's another reason why I'm using 80-pound shock leader and 26-pound main line. There's going to be times tonight, hopefully, where I'm stuck or bent into your mum, no, a big fish, and I need everything I can to get the fish through that. That's why I've gone with a pair of competition blackouts. As you've seen, I've been using them lately, one blackout, one performance. And I helped launch the blackout with the Tronics Pro YouTube channel. And I worked hard over Christmas, pretty much, probably like a lot of you. Some of you might have had time off. And I've treated myself to a second rod. So I've got a pair. They've got glass tips. I'm not a fond lover of glass tips, but I don't mind the blackouts. And they're a great rod. But there you go, everyone. It's about that time that I walked away, continued setting up, and leave you with the sunset with our favourite song. So welcome back to Chesil Beach, everyone. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks for all your likes, your comments and your support. We've just passed 13,000 subscribers with over 2 million views last year. Not bad for a little chubby bloke from Somerset. There's the sunset, there's Chesil Beach. Here is our favourite song.
Heading up the west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names. If we don't leave now, we might never make it out alive. Plans are changing, rearranging all the time. So come away with me, let's break free. We could
As I'm putting these videos up virtually live, if you know what I mean, it's Friday. This video will be up on Monday, so it's Friday the 5th of January. And it's going to be cold this evening, so I better put my bottoms on. So my first job is to catch some whiting and pouting. If I was to just sit here and use £2 a blow lug, cast in every 10 minutes, then one, I'd be mad, and for two, it'd be expensive. Bait is quite hard to get hold of, so I haven't got loads, but I figured my best way of catching a decent fish without writing myself off casting every 2 minutes is to use a 6-foot pulley with a wire trace. Strap up a painting or whiting on both and target a big fish. As you know from the introduction, I'm using my Fathom 15s. Oh yes, look at this. This is a new one. I've got my right leglet in the left one. Now, am I that lazy that I'm just going to wear them back to front all night? Because that's comfortable. Or just wear one. I am a fucktard, you know that. Let's try that again. Fuck it out, mate. Sometimes I scare myself. Yeah, I'm just going to sit back, relax, hopefully get us into a big conger reel. Loads of geese flying violet. Hopefully there's loads of pouting about and I get them straight away. If there's not, then I can codfish at night. But I don't fancy just using all my beautiful blow lug and getting smashed up by dogfish and painting. Hang on. It's all tangled. Hey, we missed out, haven't we? Well, I have. And there we are. We're fishing on Chesil Beach. So the aim is this evening to keep the tips up nice and high to make sure I don't get shingled. What I'm going to do for my first cast is put the butts on the floor and see how that goes. Because I don't really like having them up really high when I don't need it. So it gives me a massive bad neck, and my neck, believe it or not, is still playing me up. I've got a doctor's appointment next week. I haven't been to the doctor's apart from with my foot for about 10 years. I don't even know if I'm registered being military, I just used to go on camp. But we'll wait and see. But as you can see, look, beautiful. That blackout is holding perfect in that tide. With that glass tip, any indication or bite, we're gonna see. Look at it. What a beautiful rod. And you know, I'm not on the blag because I paid for another one. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Let's sort the next one out. It's much nicer when they're both the same rods. Slightest movement and you can see. Look at those glass tips working. Look at that. Oh, could be a fish on that one. Oh, look. The left one. There's a fish. Oh, there's a fish. On the right hand one, look. Oh yeah. That's a conger. I'm calling it. Right, let's turn you around. Well, that was right on cue. I'm saying conger reel. Coming out. But I missed it. Put it back in the rest, shall we? Oh, I got a bite on the other one. Oh my god, the other one's going mad. Right. Double dog, mate. No. Right, and I walk down. It's a nice fish. Guess what? Dogfish. First fish on Chesil Beach in 24 was a dogfish. The first fish in the Bristol Channel at 24 was a dogfish. So I'm on the dogs, everyone. I'll sort that fish out. I told you it could be a little bit carnage. That's why I need to catch some bait and catch some bait fast and not beat my brand new rods up. Would be a good start. We're fishing. Do you like my tip tape? Good, eh? Hopefully, when we get some decent bites, you should be able to see them. Look at the right hand rod, it's just come flying back. And it's now slack. Simple stuff. Nothing there. And there we are. Dog on. Dog on. Lovely. As you can see, the tide's dropped out a bit. I've not had any pouting or any whiting. So what I've done, I've mixed it up. I've got some cod rigs on now, some pulleys with blow lug. As you well know, I've still got a chance of catching pating and whiting, but it's quiet, which is definitely a good thing. So I'm cod fishing. My aims are still to catch a few pating and whiting and put them out later on a wire trace, but we're just coming up to low water and I'm trying for a Chesil cod. I've got blow lug on both. I've got one probably 40 yards out, maybe for a bass or a codlin, and one I've stuck it a little bit further. As you can see, they're holding fine. We've not really got any tide at the moment. If you watch your right rod, there you go, slack line. Oh. I just looked round, it's pulled right down and then came back. It's a fish, but it's not a big fish. Maybe it's a little fish. Pulled me down there. Could we have our first pouting or whiting? A whiting! Look at that one. That is a nice whiting. Definitely in size. So I'm going to put that one in a bucket and keep cod fishing. But it's working, everyone, and I'm on the fish. Hopefully later on we can strap that up with some wire and get into a conger or maybe a big cod. It's very peaceful. Yeah, it's quiet. It's pretty quiet, which is good. As you just seen, I caught that lovely whiting. I dispatched of it humanely, and it's ready to go out this evening. The tide has just started flooding in, and I can't actually believe my baits are getting left alone. Naturally, I'm super pleased, and I'm fishing for cod. I've got 2 blow lug on a 5-foot pulley out as far as I can get it in that tide. I'm pretty sure there's a bite. Oh, right on cue, slack line. Oh yes, really slack. Come on, be a cod. Right on cue. Yeah, we're in. Oh, I don't think it's a cod though. It's a bloody pattern, mate. Right, I'll try not to blind you. Probably a pike. More bait. Slack line me there, a little monkey. I don't think I missed it. I've got fresh hooks on, nice rigs. Where's that? It's definitely not a cod. Could be a nice pating. It's not a dog either. There we go, we've got it stuck in the wash. Come on, son. What have we got? Bait? Bait meat? Come on. Oh yes. Silver. Oh yeah, buddy. Ha 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 ha. Hello. Look at that. That's a pouting, everyone. And there you go, everyone. There's a beautiful pouting here on Chesil Beach. I don't normally think they're beautiful, but when you're fishing for bait, well, I'm fishing for cod. Can you believe it? I've been fishing for bait for hours, put some cod rigs out, and I get in to a pouting, and I've just had a nice whiting. But look, I'm going to dispatch that humanely, put them in my bucket, and get them ready to go out this evening for maybe a big cod, a spur dog, or even a massive conger eel on a wire trace on a 5-foot pulley. Thanks, Mr. Pouting. Oh, look at this. You beauty. Come to daddy. Look at that fudder mucker. Oh yeah, buddy. Look at that. Ding ding, the dinner bell. Anyway, I'm going to put that one back. It's a little bit small. Oh, there's a fish. Left thumb rod. There you go. I had quite a nice bend in that rod, in the tide. Now it's slacking off. There you go. There's a fish. Slack line. This fish is running. And there we go. Oh yeah. We're into a big fish. We're into a big conger. Oh my God, I've hooked a conger. Oh, no. Well, I'm pleased. I'm not going to get it in, am I? Oh my God. Something's taking a pouting. Oh. Oh, this is on 45-pound snood. It's going to bite me off. My mate's here with me. Dan, I've hooked a conger, but I'm not using my wire trace. Yeah. I've hooked a nice conger, but I've only got 45-pound hook length. So I've got my gaff. If you want to go down, I'm not sure I'll get it in. It might be a cod, but it feels like a conger. It could be a big cod. I'm going to come down with you, all right? Right, everyone, I'm going to leave you here. It's not that far out. Right, I'm going to stay up here, actually. I've gone and done it though. I've hooked a big fish, but not on the rig I wanted to hook it on. This is a nice fish. Just sitting in that tide. It's going to bite me off unless I've got it hooked on the outside of the mouth. Right, I'm going to turn you around. I think it's a big conger, or a conger. It feels decent. It's probably going to bite me off in the surf. Don't grab the line, whatever you do. So it just spat up that pate inlet. Look at that pating. Right inside. Let's show you this fish. This is a nice fish. I'll try not to blind you. This is going definite over 10. And I hopefully can show you where I hooked him. It's a steep bank. I'm just walking a conger at the bank a minute. As I mentioned before, these are absolutely fine out of water. Like not all night, but you understand what I mean. This is a nice fish. And it's fat. It's gonna go mad when I pick it up. Come on. Got him just on the outside. I think this is probably 15. I'll weigh it in a minute. And there you go, everyone. Look at the size of that. That's an absolute fat monster. It's almost as tall as me. Well, that's no, on no 6-footer. I know Peter Crouch, but look at that. And I'm not sure if you can pick it up. Try not to. Look, I'm not sure if you can see this. Look at that hook. It's right in the kisser, right on the end. What I'm gonna do is give this fish away, have a couple of photos with it, and I'll get it back. But that's a beautiful, big, fat conger eel here on the mighty Chesil Beach. And that's my target species, but not on a pulley pennel for cod. But I'll get this fish back. I'll bring it. Oh, he's all right. That's tough as old boots. I'll get some photos and I'll see you in a minute. We're on the fish, everyone. Welcome back. This is the beautiful Chesil Beach in Dorset. You know, any double-figured fish from the shore is a nice fish. I was so lucky hooking it right on the outside of the mouth. A Hollywood hookup, we call them. Just on the outside. Wow. I got a target species. Not as big as I'll get in a bit. I'm pretty confident. I've got a nice little pile down there. I've had 5 pouting and 1 nice whiting. There you go. Slack line. Just like that. Hopefully, it's another nice fish. It's dropped me right out. See if I can catch up with it. It's gone right down tight again. That could be just a painting this time. I don't know. But I'll bring it in now. Getting bites. You wait until we put the big baits out. We get some fish in. Oh yeah, it's about 9 o'clock by the way. So we've got about 3 hours till high. I think I've got a painting or something on there. I'll put this one a little bit further. Feels like a pout. Yep, I've got something. Oh yeah. Another bait. Cheers, Mr. Payton. Oh, something's had a go with that already. And there we are, a fine Chesil Beach pouting. That's it now. I've got 5 or 6 baits and that'll do. I've got about 3 or 4 worms left. I'll put them out and then we'll switch it up. We're on the fish, everyone. We're on the fish. It's a bite on both. That's pretty carnage. Can you see that? Which one? The left one looks more like a conger. I'm gonna go big baits now. Woohoo! We're on the fish on Chesil. I don't want it to be a small eel. Right, I'm gonna walk down. I'll see you in a bit. Right, I've got a fish. It's not a cod though. It's another conger. It's taken a whiting this time, I think. Sorry about that. Just had to walk down without you. I thought that was a cod, so I didn't want to move the camera around. I'll bring the fish up. Here we go. You know what I said about live bait? Look at this one. He's absolutely nailed it again. And there we go. Look at that baiting. We're on the fish. It's not a cod. I thought that was a cod, everyone. That's why I went a little bit quiet and just crept off. I didn't really want to move the camera, but that's going to do it for me on the worm baits. That's exactly what I want to happen on a wire trace. Got the wire traces out now, everyone. That should hopefully give me a little bit of respite. This painting and whiting have come on strong. So as you can see now, I've chopped that whiting up. That's half a whiting ready to go out. Hopefully I can sit back nice and relaxed like that one. I've got a painting, a whole painting on that one with the ratchet on. So I can sit back, relaxed, and hopefully catch us a nice fish. I may even get time to make a brew. I've not had time. It's been carnage. The first hour, I didn't get a painting or a whiting. I switched it up to cod rigs, as in pulleys with blow lug. I won every cast. But look, that was a state of tide probably. It was low water, the tide started pushing, and as you know by now, when the tide pushes, the fish turn up. Let's get this one out there. There's quite a lot of shooting stars this evening. It's beautiful. Now I should be able to sit back, relax, and enjoy the scenery. That's my whole reasoning around fishing big. I knew there'd be congos here. As you've seen, I had one just over 13, and I had one a little bit smaller, probably 8 or 9. Probably less than that actually, but the fish are here. Right, I'm gonna get that out of there. When I bring it back, I'll be drinking a brew, chilled out, relaxed, hopefully just like you. Right, I've just had a take on the pouting. I was just bringing the other rod up from casting. And this one took a bit of line. I was walking up the beach and I heard the ratchet. There he is, on the wire trace. I thought I'd get some respite. Doesn't look that way. I'll wait for him to go off. Yep. And there we are. We've got a conger straight away. Right. I'm not moaning. It's great fishing, you know. We're on the fish. It's got a single hook on a wire trace. Oh, and there we go. Nice fish. Straight into a nice fish. And with the wire trace, I'm confident. Right, I'm going to show you this fight. Here we go. I've just cast this out. I was just saying to you, I want to make a brew. I'm not moaning. I knew there'd be congos here today. This is a nice fish. Yeah, probably, mate. I've got the wire trace on this time. Cheers, mate. And there we go, everyone. We're on the fish. Oh my God, I love Chesil Beach. Do you? Oh, first cast with the painting. We will get a big one tonight. We will. I got him right on the wire. So it's so much more easier and more confident once you've got a wire trace in him. just because you haven't got to worry. This one's quite grumpy, probably about 8 or 9 pound, not even that probably, 7, 8, and as you can see, the painting is just hanging out of his mouth, but we're on the fish. I know mate, don't worry. And as you can see, the wire trace and that hook is right in the lip, just where you want them. And there we go, we're fishing. I'm sat on my box out of breath. So I've got big whiting chopped in half. I've got the tail section on the left one and the head section on the right rod. Ratchets on. Hopefully now I can sit back and enjoy the fishing. It's been absolutely carnage. As expected. I said there'd be plenty of congers here. This is a nice way to fish. It doesn't cost you the earth. I'm not wasting any bait at all. I'm just catching pouting, or I've caught paiting, and I'm just filleting them, chopping them up if they're smaller, and chucking them out.
How you doing everyone? Welcome back. It's Wayne. Naturally, it wouldn't be a session without a little bit of an issue. It's not too bad. It's just the mics for some reason were a little bit crackly. So what you're going to see now is me catching another nice conger, and then I'm going to catch a really good one. So I'm going to play a little bit of music, we're going to do some voiceovers, and hopefully you still enjoy the lovely session. Thanks again, I hope you're still awake. It's been an absolute privilege to be out fishing for you on Chesil Beach, and I've loved it. We've had so many fish, but I've saved the best till last, but unfortunately my equipment let me down, and that's what she said. Hey, it's me again. As you can see, I'm just winding in this strap. I say a strap, it's probably about 7 or 8 pounds. It's a beautiful evening. I've had so many fish I couldn't actually make that cup of tea, I promised myself. Here's a quick look at this fish then. Well, here we go. Obviously, I didn't know my mics were failing on me, but this is the moment where I had a nice big pull down, slack line, which you'll see, and then I hit into a fish, and my famous saying is, I go big or I go home. I only want to catch fish that can either eat me or pull me in. And as you can see in this video, I hit into this conger reel and it drags me down the beach. Here you go then. Hit it, son, hit it. Catch up with it, catch up with it, catch up with it. Boom! Off I go. Hey, shorty. Now this is a real one. I was probably saying something like, oh, I just love eating. No, I was saying this fish is going well. With a big conger reel, you can tell, they're nice and heavy, but because they can swim backwards, they fight so different to anything else. Well, apart from a double-figured cod. If you caught one, you will know what I mean. They feel like a conger reel all the way in. But I'm just enjoying this fight. What I'm going to do is continue playing a little bit of music and bring you back. And luckily, I realised my mics are failing because I'm quite paranoid and I keep checking. When I come back, I'll be talking to you again on the beach, holding my lovely snake.
As you just seen, you couldn't hear me. Maybe I've done a voiceover, but I've just had this beautiful conger reel. What I'm going to do is light it up. I've had a conger every cast. This one is probably nearer 20. It is super fat, and I'm going to try and pick it up for you. I'm going to try and pick it up for us, yeah? Sorry I've not got my mics on. This is a nice fish. I'm going to go... Yeah, right, I'm going to pick this fish up. I'm going to bring you back when I've got it in my arms. This fish is not happy, and it's a big one. And there you go everyone, that is a fat lump. And the conger ain't bad either. Anyway, I'm sorry my external mics have died. It's alright. What I'm going to do is bring the camera down And there you go everyone, look at that fat conger eel. And as I like to tell you, any double-figured fish in the UK, especially from the shore, is good going. But that's a beautiful fish. I'm going to keep fishing. We'll get this little chap back. Thanks again for watching everyone. This is how to catch beautiful conger eel here on Chesil Beach. Ugh. Look, as I've just mentioned, my external mics have run out of battery. Sometimes when it's cold, you know how it goes for these things. But to be honest, I've come out and I've caught my target species. I've had one at just over 15 and one just over 13. So I probably had 120 pounds worth of fish in weight, and I've done all right. I'm gonna level with you. So I've dropped a message to the boss. Tomorrow, I think it's gonna clear out. So what I'm gonna do is go home, pick up my blow lug, come back down, get a few hours sleep in the van, and come back out fishing tomorrow. Hopefully I can get us into a cod. I've got a feeling it's going to clear out. The pouting, the dogs and the whiting will piss off and give me a good chance of getting a cod in the day. So what I'm going to do now is go. So my name's Wayne, thanks again for joining me back here on the mighty Chesil Beach. I got us stuck right into a few fish. I had a great evening. I hope you have enjoyed this video. As I tell you all the time, it's a complete privilege, and if you didn't bother watching, I wouldn't bother doing it. So stick by me, I'll keep fishing. Please bring the positivity. Please like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep me up there. There's lots of people chasing me. It's not a game, but it kind of is. Anyway, good night everyone, and I'll see you very soon.